The Separatist Droid Army currently holds the defenses of a walled-off city. Opposite them is the charging 501st Clone Trooper Legion, with the head of the army being none other than the legendary Captain Rex. Can 1,000 501st Clone Troopers breach through the walls of the city defenses and take over the inner city? Or will the brutal Droid Army defenses hold fast against the oncoming clones? If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. Now let's get into this thing. Real quick, huge thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video. They have literally the best deals in gaming. I use it all the time. If you like Star Wars games, Lego Star Wars for $2. Star Wars Battlefront 2 for $9. One of my favorite Star Wars games, Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, $1.70. If you want to play the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, Men of War Assault Squad 2, $3. Extremely popular games can be up to 99% off. Link in the description below. Thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get into the video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and press start right here. And the 1,000 clone troopers are beginning their assault on the battle droid army. Early shots going out, the ATRTs taking damage immediately. They're not moving forward right now, they're just choosing to instead firing squad the droid army, it appears, which is probably not the best strategy. I mean, for an all-terrain recon transport vehicle, you'd think you'd move a little bit, you know, use your speed to your advantage. Also, if they get close enough, they can use grenade launchers, but no, they're just standing here firing, and a number of them explode from incoming AAT shots. There are 3 AATs off in the distance guarding the city walls here, but the clone troopers have a ton of rocket launchers, so they should be capable of taking them out, and there goes one of them right there, blowing up sky high. The other 2 will definitely be a little bit tougher to take out as they're kind of off to the side behind some trees. They've got more cover. They're less front and center. These guys might last a little bit longer, and they are still pot-shotting the clones with high explosive rounds. Still 3 ATRTs remain, and they do have a very high caliber blaster. They can kill droids easily in one shot. However, just standing still is the dumbest way to go about it. Look at all these explosive rounds striking around the 501st Clone Troopers. These ATRTs could cause a massive chain reaction of explosions and blow up a ton of the clone force. And as it stands, a ton of the clone force is already dead. We're seeing in the high 30s dead clones in the front lines here all over the place, but still the clones continue to move forward. There is an HE shot striking, and we do get that chain explosion, taking out numerous clone troopers all at once there, and then the ATRT falls on top of a clone trooper, killing him as well. No! My friend, he is gone. Rip the dream. I think Captain Rex is a little bit further back. I did not put him in the front line, so he should still be alive, hopefully. Unless he yoked forward. I don't currently see him, but if you guys do, let me know in the comments section below. Hoping Rex is still alive, because it's always fun to have your clone trooper leader alive for the majority of the battle. Makes it just a little bit more entertaining. Either way, this map was created by Rollum, the one and only. Oh, goodness gracious. More clone troopers going down in droves as the ATRT explodes and takes them all out. Yikes. Yeah, Rollum is one of the goats of the Star Wars Galaxy at War map-making community, and this map, absolutely fantastic. He actually, we did a video with it down here, and previously the clone trooper army stalled out right up this way, so now we're basically picking up where that video left off with clone trooper reinforcements and droid reinforcements coming in, because the droids did win the last battle. They get an opportunity to resupply, so it's almost a little bit of a double episode, if you will. More rockets going out, that's very good to see, although that one missed horribly. That one, I think, was meant for the trench right there. They are shooting everywhere except for the AATs. Guys, you're close enough to shoot those AATs. You have to get some shots off on them. I know you're trying to destroy some of those droids behind those sandbags and get some easy kills that way, but the AAT is the most essential thing to target at the moment. Yes? Oh my god, it missed by just a millimeter. Oh, you hate to see it. Yeah, we need to see these AATs exploding, or the clone troopers will not stand a chance. Now, it is a little bit laggy on the battlefield right now, so we are going in slow motion, but as more droids and, more than likely, clones end up dying during this battle, we will go ahead and bump it up to normal speed, but it would be like 5 FPS if we did it right now, and that frame rate is absolutely atrocious. We would be watching a PowerPoint presentation, baby, and that would certainly not be any fun. Either way, droids rapid firing out from some of these beam turrets right here. We got rockets striking on the interior of the fortress right there. Also, some droid snipers and rocket troopers firing from out here. That's gonna hit a clone. Oh! I think that direct hit a clone. Oh, hello. Yep, there goes his head. That's all that's left is his head and his rocket launcher. Get those rockets up here, boys! Clap some cheeks for once in your lives! Get some kills! Alright, they're actually striking the one on the left a little bit more. The one on the right, still behind that tree, very hard to fire. They can take out at least one more of these AATs pretty soon. It'll mitigate their losses so much. Let's actually check how many kills some of these AATs have. This one's got 11 infantry kills and 2 ATRT kills. Oh! Shields destroyed. That's huge. And this one too. This one has 3 infantry kills, 1 vehicle kill. So actually, they are not responsible for most of the clone kills. Interestingly enough, I kind of thought they were, but I mean, they're getting good kills, but they're not nearly as effective as I had thought. I mean, there's definitely still room for them to get multitudes more kills, so it is still best to kill them, but maybe it's actually like the droid snipers and things like that that the clones need to fixate on. Either way, the one on the left gets popped real quick right there. Bloody nice kill there, clone troopers. Well done. This one over here is still firing out at some of these clone troopers coming through the jungle forest here. Look at that plant. I bet that fruit's tasty, though. For real, look at that thing. Oh, it's from delicious. That looks divine. Okay. Enough looking at fruit. Enough looking at weird Star Wars fruit. Back to the battle. Alright, this AAT is still cooking over here. Look at this. Rapid firing out some machine gun fire. Main turret not doing too much damage, though. We hate to see that. More rockets going to try and strike out against some of the droids off to the right side. Yeah, I mean, one droid rocket, or one clone rocket killing a droid here would probably kill all the other droids too, so that would be a good one for the clones to get for sure. The boys on the interior of the fort walls also still firing out quite nicely, so that's also good to see, but the clones are approaching slowly but surely here. Why don't we go ahead and time-lapse the rest of the exterior defense, because it is going to take a little bit here, and let's see it. Alright, and a minute later, the droids are losing the very last of their exterior defenses here, so now it's going to be up to the interior droids to wipe out the rest of the clone troopers, and they've got some good potential to actually do this. First of all, plenty of rocket troopers, which can be used against infantry very easily. They've also got some legendary weapons in here, E5 legendaries as well as E5 snipers, so those are very, very powerful. Plus a number of beam turrets in the back throughout here as well. So that's going to be quite nice. Also, just choke point after choke point. So the clones are definitely in for a bit of a ride here. Let's go ahead and bump it up a speed, see if the frame rates can handle that. And it looks okay for now. A couple clone troopers who are getting a little too close, getting shot up pretty badly. But all in all, the clones are kind of balling up here and really pushing through this last of the outer defense here very strongly. They're probably not going to take too many losses here for the time being. Although back here, I do anticipate them taking a few L's, to say the least, once they get into these choke point areas. But for now, the beam turret's still doing a nice job firing away. Droid rifles also getting some very good fire out, so the light arms is not out of the picture just yet. It's really laggy. Let's go in slow-mo again, and why don't we just time-lapse this for just a second. Alright, so, little time-lapse there just because the lag was so bad. It was kind of unbearable to watch, and right now the clones are still just kind of stuck outside the fortress. It's just a constant spam fire from both sides at the moment, but we are up to 22 FPS, which might be enough to bump it up a speed. Let's see how that does. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Yeah, it's not too horrible now. A few clones starting to come in, and then they get shot up pretty bad right there. But there's still so many clones left alive out here. I'd say probably at least half of the clones still remain. So like 500 or so. And look at this. We've got a nice little dual fire coming in. Nice little pincer movement, if you will, blockading the doorways over here. One beam turret over here, one over there. Commando and a standard droid over this way. Another 2 beam turrets back here backing them up, and some more droids over here, although they can get shot from the outside. So those ones are in a little bit more of a precarious situation, but they'll still be able to do a little something. E5 legendary droid right here. Those E5 legendaries are just boosted stat E5, so they're just slightly better all in all. They're not anything amazing, but the E5 in and of itself is a terrible weapon in this game. In actual Star Wars lore, it's like kind of mediocre, but in this game it's terrible. But in all in all, it's okay in this. There's actually a few empty beam turrets over here, so I guess a couple of droids must have exploded or something, because there's no body around them, unless I forgot to man them, but I don't think I did. I think I manned everything, so I'm not totally sure what's up with that. These droids having to take cover as more and more clones funnel on inside. We've got this choke point getting fully overrun here. The second those droids start getting heavily suppressed is basically when it's Jover for them, and look at that, they're getting slapped around by incoming clone trooper fire left and right. It is not an easy situation to survive. We've got explosives striking that beam turret back there, so I think that's what happened to the other ones, was the gunners basically just got hit by direct fire from rockets, taking them out and ending their reign of terror right there. That was a good blockade at the doorway, but at the end of the day, the clones are going to burst through here. Hopefully the droids can make another decent stand for now, but they need to find another choke point to like lock it down, and that's just not happening at the moment. We do have like this area here could be very good potential for the droids to lock it down. The clones could swing further right though, which would be a problem. This area could also be fairly good. We'll just have to wait and see. But for right now, the clones are certainly coming in, and the increased fire on the battlefield is causing more lag, so we are going to go back to slower motion here for just a moment, so we're not looking at 8 FPS, which is just kind of disgusting to watch. All in all, just a little bit terrible to watch. And why don't we time-lapse the clone approach here for a little bit. Alright, the clones have made some progress forward here. The droid's getting a couple kills right there. I don't know if that's the choke point we're going to be looking for. Over here also getting some kills, which is good. So at least we're getting kills, but that stall point just has not been found just yet. And I don't think these positions are going to be strong enough to really become those stall points. But look at this, actually. A big clone trooper charge and a whole bunch of them getting absolutely roasted and toasted as they push through here, but they are going to manage to get that position, get that foothold, which is going to be problematic for the droids for sure. Yep, there goes that sniper droid, a very, very valuable trooper because he is so powerful with that sniper rifle. It is extremely deadly, and now these guys are going to get pressured from both sides here and here, which is going to cause even more problems. At least there is a trooper back here backing him up, but I don't know how effective he will end up being. They do have a beam turret as well, which is good. Okay, some crossfire from this fella over here. Let's go ahead and bump it up a speed again. We're trying to get out of the slow-mo in this battle, but every time we do, it just lags again. A little speeder over here ended up blowing up, which is kind of funny. Oh, explosions going backwards. I don't know if that hit anyone. I'd be curious to see if it did. I heard a droid sound, but I don't know if it was from that necessarily. There we go. There's some good kills going into the clone troopers right there, but the problem is the left side is now pushing in, so these guys are going to go down, and these guys are suppressed. That is no bueno for the droids. Yeah, the clones are just pile driving through them. Once again, I'm wondering if Captain Rex is still alive at this juncture in the battle. Methinks probably not, but you never know. Honestly, there's still a lot of clones left alive, so he very well could be out here somewhere fighting the good fight. But we'll find out, I guess, if we spot him. Either way, these droids here suppressed. That's basically a death sentence for them. Maybe they could get a kill or two if they pop up or get some grenades off. That would be helpful, but it doesn't seem like they're really doing that right now. The backline defense over here for the droids is now getting fully activated against these clone troopers, which seem to all be coming this way. If they flank around there, it could be a problem as well. These guys over here also still holding out nicely, which is good, but they might get flanked here, which is kind of happening. Come on, rip into them. There you go. There's a nice little kill for the beam turret right there. For the beam torrent. All right, I think we can go into full speed. Full speed ahead, boys. All right. Oh, big rocket strikes right here. That is such a yikes. These boys back here trying to get some good fire out, but those clones are just directly across from them. I don't think they'll really have an easy time hitting them in mass. There's just so many of them over that way. There's some good shots going out. Oh, well, I guess they can only hit them over here, but the clones do have some cover over that way, which will make it a little bit harder. Droids spamming fire, not really getting many kills, a kill here or there, but they're just not doing enough damage. This is just an all-powerful clone assault going on here today. Truly, I mean, they struggled at the beginning of the battle, but afterwards, they have just started to steamroll this battlefield and eliminate the droid resistance at all corners of the battle. There is still some fighting over here too, which is good, and we still do have droids over here. The problem is there's just too many flank avenues for the clones to come through, which negates any choke point that they're going to be possibly using. You know, they can come from the left, they can come from the right, or they can come straight down center, and the clones are using their rockets extremely well on this battlefield right now, eliminating droid after droid with them. It's very not good. Alright, this position here actually did manage to get quite a number of kills, so hopefully they can keep that up, man, because if they do, they'll be in business, but I just don't know if they can, especially because over on the right side, the flank could be hugely problematic long-term here, and that would suck for these droids, so we'll see what happens with that. But, I mean, this is a nice choke point. They finally found one. Took them long enough, but they got there. They're doing it. Just keep firing. Dear Lord, just keep firing or we're cooked. If you don't keep firing, it is Jover. Oh, God, they're getting suppressed. There you go. If anyone shoots at you, you slam them back, okay? You absolutely decimate them back. And God forbid a rocket trooper comes forward, because that is where we would really be seeing the downfall of the droids, and I feel as though I might have accidentally spoken that a little bit into existence there, because that just absolutely clapped those droids immediately after I said that. So, rip the boys, I'm so sorry. These last few droids up here still putting up a nice, decent fight, getting some kills. We like to see it, but will it be enough? I just don't know if they've got the same firepower I mean, they lost like 6 guys, so that is a significant decrease in firepower, honestly. Makes it a little bit tough, as you would say. It is not very nice. It's quite bad. It's not good. Not good at all. So, yikes. Oh, and there they come. Flanking the right side fully. We do have a couple droids here, able to cut a few of them down. Also, these guys over here are kind of cutting into the flank of those clones, but I don't know how long that position is going to last. I mean, the clone troopers are taking significant losses in this final push. It's a brave final stand from the droids, all in all. But I just don't think it's going to amount to a droid victory. I don't think we've got the legs on these guys to do it. It looks like the droids over here did die. They got flanked over this way. They took out a couple clones before they went down. Now we've just got these droids. Oh, God, the corner of the map's right there. It keeps messing me up. All right, this beam turret starts opening up. Very nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's wrecking house. Get him. Get him good. Oh, God, she's reloading now. All right, droid infantry, take over. Let's see this. All right, good stuff, good stuff. Love it. Oh, that rocket almost hit him. It's going to fire again. It's going to fire again. No! Dude, you had a second chance at life, and you did not take it at all. 3 droids remain back here. Heavily suppressed. Oh, they're actually getting a couple more kills, though, so at least they're whittling down the clone army overall. This is definitely going to be a Pyrrhic victory for the clones, because they took crazy losses. Red are dead clones, yellow are dead droids. Every corner of this battlefield is littered with dead clone bodies. I would say probably like 750 of them died, maybe 250 remain. So like 3/4 died on this battlefield. The droids did an amazing job, but it just was not enough. The clones outpowered them by just a little too much. Either way, guys, that's going to be about it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more. Also, be sure to check out my other channels, Daily Bricks, Daily Studs, Daily Ops. I post regularly to all those. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.